A lot of people have been telling me to react to this video. A lot. And that's why I'm doing it. You see what I'm saying? I feel like, especially when the people, that I rock with, the people that support me, tell me that they really want to react, and it's a lot of people, I know that whatever we about to talk about is going to have some real value. You see what I'm saying? This is Look at the Material with BK. You feel me? The video is called Hip Hop is Red Pilled, and we ain't even going to waste no time. Let's get right to it.
Y'all gotta stand for something. I'm not saying you have to be bumping Yasin Bey and No Name all day. I'm not trying to be puritanical with this shit, but a line has to be drawn, y'all. Look,
I ain't gonna lie. Out the gate, funny joke, and it's true. A line definitely has to be drawn. Let's see what line she talking about.
I can't even lie to you, family. I'm pissed. I'm mad. And I feel like I shouldn't even really be recording this video right now because my tongue is so sharp. But then I thought for a second, no, this is probably the energy I need to harness for a video like this. A couple weeks ago, I put up a poll. Make sure y'all are engaging with that, especially if you want to let me know what topics to do and just so we can chat and stuff like that. But I asked y'all what should my next topic be, and I gave you 4 options. And the top 2 were which women, both mainstream and underground, should we be keeping an eye on in the rap game, and how hip-hop has aligned itself with the alt-right agenda. Now, I'm still gonna do the video on which mainstream and underground girls to keep an eye on because these women have...
Early, I'm invested. I'm very invested because I definitely think there's gonna be a lot of nuance to what you guys say about this. But I definitely already feel that way. I definitely feel that way with the specific acts in hip hop for sure. I feel like it could even just be business related or whatever, but there's no doubt that that's what it's looking like.
Been killing it lately, but it has become abundantly clear that we have to talk about how hip hop is red pilled. That is an emergency in my view, because we know that there's always been, capitalism, misogyny, all these isms, as we spoke about before, within the game. But in 2025, under an authoritarian regime, we have to become more aware about how the alt-right is embedded itself in our genre. Right now, we cannot afford to be like, it's not that deep and you're being woke or whatever else.
Talk. I was just saying it. Motherfuckers it's not that serious. They self into a concentration camp if you let them, I swear. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm completely above that. When I used to play a lot too, but look, some shit is just not a game. You feel me? It's really not.
We cannot allow this topic to go unaddressed. And so that's what we're here for today, because my ears perked up when I saw YoungBoy was dropping an album called Make America Slime Again on the play Make America Great Again. We all know who that's associated with. He had the American flag iconography on the cover art. I wasn't really feeling that. And mind you, I was listening to a couple of the singles off the album before I heard the album in full, before I saw that ass video. And you know what I'm talking about if you've seen that video. I said, we have to talk about this intergenerational obedience to the alt-right that we're seeing in front of our eyes right now. And it's also a betrayal of some of the key roots of hip hop. And that is really what we have to talk about. Because on this page, I've spoken ad nauseum about how some of our most prominent figures in hip hop are aligning themselves with Republicans, which the modern day Republican is MAGA, is alt-right. He has taken over the party and formed it within his image.
Absolutely. I think that's where, I think Donald Trump being partial entertainer definitely helped him do that too. And I also feel like sometimes I wonder if, I think it's definitely something that is aligned with people got to do what they got to do because these motherfuckers got shit on them. I really do feel that way, especially when it comes to this political stuff, and certain hip hop artists getting involved with parties and shit. money is money for sure, but it would be hard for you to convince me that, you know what I mean, there ain't tapes and shit floating around keeping motherfuckers in check and telling them, hey, get your ass out there right now. Like, I'm not, you wouldn't be able to convince me.
Black bagging people, kidnapping people off the streets. It's serious. You see what's happening in DC right now. But not only have I talked about how dangerous this alignment is and how sneaky this alignment is, I think I need to really double down on the fact that I feel like this bullshit is anti-hip-hop. And when we talk about what we want the next 5, 10, 15 years of hip-hop to look like, if we're even still on this fucking earth, we have to, at a certain point, get back to our roots. As Pusha T in the clip said on their press run, when they were talking about how their album got shelved due to industry politics and Aubrey's fuckery, that hip-hop is one of the last mechanisms for us to communicate thoughts to one another about our situation.
Talk. It is. Everybody think it's a game. You feel me? Everybody think it's a game. It's just some rap. No. Like, they know what they doing. Man, I will go as far as to say that Drake ain't the only one that has interest in rap lyrics being taken literal. I wouldn't say that he was the only one on that boat pushing him in that direction. I wouldn't even say that.
About our mental state, about our political situation in this world, and it cannot continue to be bastardized because we are too pussy to call shit out, to say that's not cool. Actually, that's fucked up. Actually, that could get you kicked out of hip hop. It's not strict enough around here for me. And it's all levels. We're talking about Nelly performing at the inauguration. We're talking about Snoop performing at the crypto ball. We're talking about Ice Cube aligning himself with Trump and saying, well, yeah, let's support him, let's hear him out. It's Lil Wayne aligning himself. So we're talking about, the old guard is doing that. Interesting. Then you got...
I'm not gonna lie. I will say this, though, and I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. I 100% feel what she's saying, right? But I feel the same way about Megan Thee Stallion. I feel the same way about, you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel the same way about the motherfuckers that was cupcaking with Kamala Harris. I feel the same way. I feel like that might not be, you feel me? I don't fuck with either of these parties. Like, I'm just being honest with you. I feel like the two-party system just don't work for us. It just don't. It definitely don't work for people that look like, you know what I'm saying, the creators here. You feel me? It definitely don't do that. So I feel like we, you know what I'm saying, we so cool with taking scraps from you know, the Democrats talking all Machiavellian and shit. Like, I mean, I don't like neither of it. I don't like neither. You feel me? So if you was on either side doing all that, I can't call that hip hop, respectfully.
The blog era niggas doing that shit, right? Nikki tweeting back and forth with that Republican senator, talking about Democrats conspired to expose her cousin's genital, or whatever she was talking about. How she goes on these long...
I ain't even see that tweet. What?
Conservative adjacent conspiratorial rants like Trump does. We have the whole Drake, Aiden, XQC multiverse.
You guys want to play Fuck, Marry, Kill?
No.
Sure, go ahead. Give me one. Give me a good one.
Drake just aligning himself straight up with alt-right individuals, racists, bigots. I don't even know if y'all saw that clip of XQC listening to the JID album.
Look, live from the depths of hell with angel wings that have yet to flail.
I'm not listening to that.
Cash out, the buddy got the swerving in the lane and then crashed out. It happens.
I'm not listening to that.
The rain couldn't.
What about the children? When I check a news channel, I get a similar feeling, but still, we gonna make it to heaven. How?
I'm good on that.
Literally listening to 3 seconds of each song saying,
See, I'm gonna tell the truth. It's the niggas that started releasing shit like playlist. Now niggas just click on songs. They don't even listen to the album in the way that and that's okay. I'm not gonna say that part, but I will say that the way people be listening to music, where they clicking on songs for 5 seconds, clicking on the song for 5 seconds, clicking on the, not even going in order. Like, that's due to that playlist shit niggas start doing on Spotify and boom. Like, niggas dropping 25 song album, 50 song albums and shit. No, like, you feel me? It's just like, I don't know, man.
Is trash, and we know this anti-black undertone he has. Like, what is this gibberish? What is this going on? Hell, even the way he treated Drake on his own stream.
One hint I'll give you.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a Drake track.
It's a Drake diss.
No.
We know what it is.
No. It's not a diss. It's not a diss.
We got it.
It's not a diss, Drake.
We got it.
And it's on Scorpions.
What's that?
He's never heard that album.
Well, we're at the horrible start. Okay.
Wait, is that an album name?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's my name. It's my album.
Because album names, I'm not a name guy.
Okay, whatever. It's a song.
Okay.
And I think they did that stream because they both run ads for steak.
Yo, Drake going on stream with this dude and dude don't even listen to his music is crazy. Y'all would be surprised how much it is. I don't really know how old XQZ is. I don't really know much about that side of streaming. It really, you know what I mean? But niggas would be surprised. Like, a lot of these younger people, they not listening to Drake like that. They on some other shit.
They're both shills for steak. This online crypto gambling scheme that they are peddling in front of their young impressionable audiences, getting their audiences hooked on fucking gambling. That's their partnership. That's why you would even hear of a Drake and an XQC in the same fucking sentence.
Drake has a $180 million deal with Stake.com that he gets paid to just put their shit in his bio, stream once a month, and make a few bad picks on UFC and boxing and some dumb shit like soccer. Like, that's what he's getting paid to do. You get what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if the incentive was to stream with, like, he'll stream with anybody. By the way, I heard he was supposed to do this stream with Aiden, but Aiden's beefing with Kick right now.
These are the people that we're aligning ourselves with. These are the people who we say are the GOATs, the gatekeepers. A cosign from them is everything. These are the things that they're doing. We got the old guard doing this fuck shit. We got the blog era niggas, this like millennial core doing that shit. And Academics is in that blog era shit too, because before he was a knuckle dragging, cave dwelling Neanderthal, getting hopped up on Red Bull and Hennessy in a dark room alone, he was actually on Complex. He was actually someone that the
Yo, why she just spaz on DJ Academics like that? Oh, man.
industry took seriously in terms of hip-hop commentary.
And I'm not gonna lie, my real first introduction to DJ Academics was Complex. It was Complex. I missed the whole him doing like, you know, I miss watching those videos. You know, sometimes they pop up and I probably saw one or something like that. But I missed the whole DJ Academics Chicago Warren Chirac era like that he was on. You feel me? Like, I feel like I might have seen clips or something of that shit, but I know Academics from Complex for real.
You can see clips of him with a younger Joe Budden. This nigga, homophobic, abusive to women, buddied up with Trump, peddling misinformation, disinformation, bullshit to the youngest, most impressionable minds. Talking to minors about sexual things in 4K and is a Trumper. What do we benefit as a community from aligning ourselves with a racist? Rob49 talking about, yeah, I fuck with Trump.
You mad at me because the nigga found out you was serving for the country, nigga?
I love my country.
So wait,
I fuck with Donald. Let me stop being positive. I fuck with Trump though. I should. I was that nigga. I was that same nigga in that bitch.
And everybody in the room just get quiet because you know it's fucked up. But it's like, are we gonna say anything? No, it's fuck Trump, nigga. The fuck? Gutting our programs, gutting our social safety net, taking our tax dollars to go kill other people, pulling off the biggest financial heist in American history, the biggest wealth transfer from the poor to the rich. Nigga, pitting your pockets, and you glazing this nigga. Nigga, Elon talking about the great replacement theory. Y'all talking about goddamn fucking Cybertrucks. Give me a fucking break. Have a fucking backbone. What morals, principles, and values do you fucking stand on? And if they're not your own fucking morals, principles, and values, look to the root of the genre that you came from. This genre where we were...
That's tough. That's tough. If you don't got them on your own, look to the roots of the genre. Like, look to the roots of where this shit came from. And that's real. That's real. That's so real. I feel like people be confused about how I feel about things. But I'm just like, nigga, ain't really nothing to be confused about, my nigga. I love this shit. I grew up in this shit. You feel me? Music changed my life, saved my life multiple times. You feel me? Sometimes all you got is that. And I feel like a lot of people ain't really been in that position where you don't got nothing but that. You don't got nothing but the music and the words. People encouraging you. You feel what I'm saying? Through the music. You feel what I'm saying? Giving you game through the music. Teaching you about life through the music. And sometimes that's all you got. But a lot of people ain't really, I feel like people ain't really been in that position, so they don't really get it. And it's all good. It's all good.
We're telegraphing our experiences, our struggles with systemic racism, systemic poverty, hardships, real shit, the crack epidemic. This medium was used for more, and there used to be more of a balance. Niggas need to understand that the right-wing agenda does not benefit you. It's anti-you. They may let a couple of us in. They may have a couple of us on their podcasts, on their platforms, and use some of our social capital and clout and swag or whatever, aura, whatever you want to call it, but it's anti-you. I feel like hip-hop is red pill because a very sinister aspect of the red pill sphere or the manosphere is that it embeds itself in normal shit guys do. Like gym content, finance content, UFC shit, video games, streaming. And so you're consuming this shit without even realizing you're consuming this shit. Like on one hand, you have the very overt, like, all hail Trump, I support Trump, I fuck with Trump, we gotta hear the guy out. You got the outright bullshit that's very obvious to see. But then you have it embedding itself in these like, oh, I'm just watching Kai stream. I'm just watching Aiden stream. I'm just watching him play video games. Like Aiden, for example, he embedded himself with the rappers. He would interview the rappers, you know, hang out with them.
Hey, look. That's how I heard her do. That's how a lot of people heard her do when he started putting his foot in a culture. Aiden Ross started putting his foot in the culture and then took a step to the next, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's like another Drake situation for real, where yet another person who don't really fuck with us and they probably don't really fuck with us for real like that in their real life, or, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, who knows? I ain't gonna put that on Aiden Ross, but I'm saying, based on what we see, I mean, but we giving niggas who probably don't even fuck with us in real life, never really been around people like us in real life often until they got into these situations, giving them power to say shit in this motherfucker. It's just like, how? And then niggas like, bro, and then, you know what? Let me keep playing this shit.
Smoke with them,
turn up.
Chill with them, be invited into their space. He gets cool points. They get views from his stream. And I'm sure that equates to money somewhere down the line. I saw Aiden in real time make the pivot to the right-wing shit. Like, he did the rapper interview shit, and that was like what it was. And then he makes this Andrew Tate pivot, and he's shaving his head bald to look like Andrew Tate.
Yo, I forgot about that. But at the time, I didn't even really think that much of it. Like, it just seemed like something niggas they was doing. But you right, that was like low key, like a little like showing like, yo, like, you feel me? Like, yo, I never thought about it like that. And I forgot about that.
And he is parroting some of the same things that Andrew Tate is peddling, who, mind you, is a sex trafficker. Andrew Tate is a conservative abuser that is also a sex trafficker.
I want to bring you some breaking news now. Prosecutors in Romania have filed formal charges against the controversial influencer Andrew Tate, his brother Tristan, and 2 Romanian associates. The charges include rape, human trafficking, and forming an organised crime group, as well as illegally accessing a computer system and violence against one of the alleged victims.
There were teachers in schools saying that there was literally more violence in their hallways and classrooms after their young boys were consuming Andrew Tate's content. Like, this has real world consequences. And people are still aligning themselves with Aiden. Aiden is a Trumper. He interviewed Trump. He was a part of this campaign to humanize Trump and make him look cool. Gifted him a wrapped Cybertruck. Gifted him a watch. And I understand that people shrug off.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was really the streamers that I feel like swayed public opinion too. You feel me? And then I feel like that whole wave after that, where all this stuff was coming out about Puff and all this other stuff, and then you got the files and all that. It really got to a point where the content, right, including my own content about that stuff, right, and criticizing and calling out these celebrities and calling out these people, it kind of got spun into its own like they found ways to spin it, and they found ways to then spin influencers into promoting Trump. You see what I'm saying? Aiden Ross is one of those dudes. And what's crazy about it is I genuinely think that that's why they swayed the majority of the public opinion. On top of the fact that, I got my theories about Barron Trump's involvement and his understanding of the newer generation and how to appeal to the next generation of the generation under us. Like, yeah, it's crazy how influencers have become, or streamers specifically have become the agents of propaganda.
Trump, because it's like, hey, we already had him as president. He signed his name on the STEMI check. So like, people who are not actually paying attention to politics or reading the fine print are like, okay, what's the difference? Especially since the Democrats literally backed a genocide. like the genocide was bipartisan. And that lost a lot of public faith. Like, I feel like the Democrats lost a lot to like people.
See, this my type of she able to, and that's all I want. I just always want people to call it for what it is, man. I feel like so many people hate Trump so much that they stop paying attention to what the Democrats be doing. It's like, nigga, don't hate that nigga so much that you just forget these niggas. They both. What we doing? Sometimes I wonder if that's the intention. Sometimes I got so many different ideas and theories, but I do feel like it's important to call it what it is, not what it is. So your side is right. No, let's call it for what it is, man. And for what it is neither of these motherfucking parties work for us, man.
Sitting on the couch, just not going out and voting for them. But that's a whole other rabbit hole. But this man who wants ultimate control and adoration, he doesn't respect the balance of power, checks and balances. Like, he wants to be a dictator. You know what I mean? Censoring our speech. His policies are so destructive to the Black community and to our world at large. The violence that he is enacting on people, turning the military on people. Y'all, this is nothing to play with, and you're gonna align yourself with someone who's interviewed and humanized this man. And I'm speaking about Aiden because of his association in this whole streamer bubble with the DDGs, with the Kais, with the Neons, and everybody in between. And they're calling Kai the mouthpiece of a generation for hip hop. He's on the cover of all these magazines, right? All the rappers, even twice his age, rolling through his stream because his social capital, the money he generates, the eyes, the attention he garners is valuable. And so it's important what he's saying into the camera. It's important who he associates with. If he's associating with conservatives, you'll probably see a lot more conservative shit flying off the rails unchecked on stream. I don't know if y'all saw recently he's having to distance himself from Aiden because niggas be spamming gorillas in the chat.
I said, respectfully, in real life, I got you, bro. But when it comes to this content shit, I'm not in the mental state to be in front of your niggas. As soon as a nigga of color hop onto the stream, it's straight watermelon and gorillas, nigga. I'll watch.
I just wish he didn't say that, though. I really wish he didn't say.
Why you wish he didn't say that?
Say that as soon as there's somebody with color on your stream. We don't have to make this about race at all. Like, there's no reason to do that at all.
That's niggas' favorite thing to say. We don't have to make this about race, okay? It's about race. What are you talking about? If black people show it to your stream and they spam watermelon and monkeys and shit, nigga, that's about race. It's okay to accept that, my guy.
I get what he's saying. Like when there's somebody with color on their stream, they spam monkey and watermelons and stuff. When there's a Jew on stream, they'll spam the craziest shit in my chat. When there's a Mexican on stream, they'll spam shit in my chat. When there's a Chinese person on stream, they'll spam my shit in my chat. It's not just one specific race, guys. It's every fucking race.
Same thing with this.
It's not just one specific race. We just racist. What the hell did Aiden Ross think he was saying by saying that? I just need to know. What did he think he was saying by saying it's not just black people that the racist to? The racist to every other race too. Like what did
Neon Clown. He got pressed on the Breakfast Club because he has a very, very long and recent history of being racist, saying he doesn't like black people, saying black people steal, comparing Speed or Kai, whoever it was, to a monkey. Literally saw a monkey in real life and was like, oh, hi Kai, or hi Speed, whatever he said. If I can find the video, I'll patch it in here.
Hate you black people! Fuck you, Kai! Fuck, what do you mean I don't go outside, bitch? The fuck? I will fuck your mom, bitch! I will fuck the shit out of that fat, hairy Tubman, bitch! Fuck you! Suck my dick!
It has a toy.
Hey, monkey!
It has a toy.
Excuse me, Kai. Hello?
People spamming gorillas in the chat as he's at the Breakfast Club, like in the presence of black people, because he's allowed that sort of racism and anti-blackness and white supremacy to be bred in that space. And this is all in the sphere of like video game content, hip hop commentary, maybe a little fitness, finance, gambling, sports betting.
Anywho, it's time for my favorite part of the show, Prize Picks.
Like, this whole industry is not only fucking the youth, but it's fucking us as a culture. You got Black Boy Max on there talking about, well, yeah, my dad didn't name me Daquan because he thought I was gonna be a lawyer, so he named me Maxwell.
Maxwell Elliott Dent. That's my shit, that ass. Maxwell? That's your real name? That's why I use it as a distraction. You know why? You know why though? Yeah. Because my parents wanted me to be a lawyer. That ass. What the fuck they had to do with anything?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not lying. That's the crazy part. He probably telling the damn truth. He probably telling the truth. Real talk. His parents probably really told him that. That anti-blackness be in the household too.
Nigga, so they was giving me a professional ass name, nigga, instead of Daquan. Like, you feel me? They gave me Maxwell Dent. Them niggas
white or black?
Nigga, I'm black, nigga.
You keep saying nigga, cause then every time you say something, you just sound so white. You like,
hold on. Slow down.
Daquan, what wrong with Daquan?
Hold on, ain't nothing. Hold on. Ain't nothing wrong with a black nigga talking proper, bro.
Damn, what's wrong with Daquan?
There's nothing wrong with Daquan. I'm just saying they want me to be a lawyer.
Daquan, be a lawyer.
Look, let me know this.
Daquan, you out there, you could be a lawyer, Daquan, I'm telling you.
Hey, shout out Daquan. Do you know a lawyer named Daquan? Let me know. What? Do you know a lawyer named Daquan?
Bro, do you know if you smart enough to be a lawyer, no matter what your name is?
Look up lawyer's name,
You're a
Daquan.
lawyer.
Yo, he said, you know, if you a lawyer, it don't matter what your name is. Dude just made the most like clear. I can't believe he got to explain that to this nigga, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure his parents really told him that.
Yeah, I mean, pop up.
You one of them guys.
That is anti-black. Peddling anti-blackness, peddling financial scams and schemes to working class and working poor people, predominantly black people. Y'all, this is self-destructive. And you know, I know YB got pardoned by Trump, and so maybe it was a part of his little pardon deal that he has to like big up Trump or whatever. That's some sellout shit. But you gotta go as far as to spray all hail Trump in the background of your music video.
Make America slimy again. Whatever Trump doing, bitch is good for the young team.
When he is literally stripping opportunity from their fucking hands and pushing this AI shit unregulated, which is taking jobs, and taking grants and scholarships away, and student loan money away from students that are poor that are just trying to get a better education and get out of their situation, gutting trade schools so you can't even like go to these established programs to get trades. How is that good for the fucking youngins? How is that good for black people? Y'all not
It's good for the young. He's saying it's good for the youngest because Trump pardoned his ass. So it's good for the youngest because he got pardoned. And the deal was, if I pardon you, you promote me.
taking this shit seriously enough for me, I swear to God. And that brings me to the icing on the fucking cake, because you know what? I had a whole outline and shit, but I'm just like, y'all, I care about this genre so much. I care about black people so much. I care about our men.
Yeah, fuck that outline. Fuck that outline. Let's get it. Let's get it.
I care about our women. I care about our trans siblings, our non-binary siblings. I care about black people. So yes, I'm passionate. Yes, my tongue is sharp, but it's like, yo, this is dumb as fuck. The time is now. We have no time. Like, with the planet dying, with this dictatorship, with them rounding niggas up, not giving them due process. When you're not giving them due process, niggas not even getting processed through the system without being guilty, without being deemed guilty and held in captivity. Held in captivity. They're literally rounding these people up on the street, and I've seen niggas being like, this is not our fight, niggas sit out. When they're rounding up these people, they're going up to the Home Depots and the job sites and all this shit. They were in my neighborhood and shit, in my area and shit. Masked, unmarked shit, scooping people up. People don't even know where the fuck they are. And there's in these fucking facilities, people are like, that's not our fight. I don't give a fuck if they don't get due process. They're here illegally. When they were able to greenlight that shit and not give them due process, that just rolled out the red carpet for us to get snatched up without due process. To be like, oh, well, you're black, you had a gun, you were smoking outside, and actually I didn't just like the way you was looking at me, and so now you're in custody. Now you're in the fucking system. Giving them niggas free labor, bro. Y'all.
Hey, man. Niggas not kicking me out this motherfucking country. That's all I know. If I leave this country because I wanted to, I'm telling you.
We have lost the fucking plot. You're aligning yourself with people in the alt-right pipeline that are into crypto gambling and anti-black Republican, like KKK shit, y'all. When I'm talking about Elon and the Great Replacement Theory and shit, I'm talking about him saying it's not enough white people. And we need to figure out a way so that we won't be replaced. Just Nazi shit. Doing salutes and shit, y'all. We cannot align ourselves with this shit. We have to distance ourselves from this shit. And there are people in the game that are doing that, and I applaud you for that, but we have to watch the party die. Referencing Kendrick Lamar's song, Watch the Party Die. Because he's literally like, well, tell us what casket we need to choose. Tell us what casket we need to choose for our babies as you feed them this bullshit, this self-destructive bullshit.
Niggas still think it's a motherfucking game. Niggas still think it's just music. I swear. I swear. I feel like if people saw it through this context, they would understand. Like, it's not just music, bro. Like, this shit is for real. You feel me? Like, they really trying to conquer the minds of the next generation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a battle of trying to conquer the minds of the next generation, and really neither of them need to be doing it in the first place. But that's something we got to be aware of.
Go back and listen to that song, because people really were like, oh, well, if he means by Watch the Party Die, like, there's not going to be any turnt music, then that's never going to work, Kendrick. That's not what that was about. It was about looking down the street and around the corner and seeing this dark fucking path. These gatekeepers and new rulers of the hip-hop scene are taking us down. The dark path that they are leading us down, of gambling, of killing each other, of anti-blackness, of being a Republican, right-wing, conservative. And they'll let you stay for as long as you are useful to them, and then they will kick you to the fucking curb. Herman Cain died of COVID supporting Trump. There's a message in there somewhere. Somebody find it. But what really jolted me out of my bed this morning to make this fucking video is seeing Lil Yachty on Black Boy Max's stream spitting out of his fucking mouth a George Floyd bar.
Wait for it. I TSUS, I'm finna go break the bank for it. Put my knee up on her neck, I went George Floyd. I be tweaking, she get wet, she gon' wait for me. Wait for it. Wait for it.
5 years later, a man that was executed by the pigs, Derek Chauvin, executed in broad daylight, in the most inhumane, I'm like shaking right now, in the most inhumane way. That statement said, you are nothing. I could kneel on your neck and kill you in broad day, showing my full fucking face in front of a bunch of fucking cameras, and it doesn't fucking matter. And people are gonna cheer it on. People are gonna say, oh, he actually overdosed. People are gonna trivialize it, and 5 years later, people are gonna put it in a fucking bar. Are you okay? This is where this shit leads, you guys. This is a personification from...
I ain't gonna lie, Lil Yachty just be like overly searching for cool bars to say. That's his problem. Like, that nigga be looking for overly like, and you gotta remember too, they're appealing. See, I'm gonna say this, okay? They're appealing to a much younger audience who is growing up in and coming out of the COVID era. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like the pipeline where there was a point where things got very, very politically correct, and a lot of that was blamed on the left, the Democrats, boom, boom. So really what's going on here is I believe the youth is now looking at this party and what's going on with Trump, etc., as the rebellion to that, almost like being suppressed from not being able to like say outlandish shit. You gotta remember being in school, or remember being in school with the kids and all the crazy shit they would say, right? I can imagine that there's kids in school right now that are excited about saying raunchy shit, boom, boom, all different stuff. And that's what that side is trying to promote to them. That's why their core audience is usually them, which is why there's such a huge disconnect when we have these Kendrick and Drake conversations, and this side Clips and Drake and Clips and Travis Scott, and these sides of hip hop. There are two different types of individuals having these conversations. And I think that's really what's going on.
All hail Trump. What he's doing is good for the youngins to George Floyd bars. And not the bar of like, I'm gonna Derek Chauvin because of what he did to the type that's like, I'm gonna do her like Derek Chauvin did George Floyd. Are you okay? And this is the same nigga aligning himself with Drake, who aligns himself with these alt-right niggas. He also was on Andrew Schultz's podcast. These were people that voted for Trump, supported Trump, humanized Trump, and are now like, whoa, 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 he's going too far. You know, the tariffs and the Epstein cover up. He's actually like sending us trillions of dollars into debt as a country. And
DM me like, you see what your boy's doing? You voted for this. I'm like, I voted for none of this. He's doing the exact opposite of everything I voted for. Yeah. I want him to stop the wars. He's funding them. I want him to shrink spending, reduce the budget. He's increasing it. It's like everything that he said he's going to do, except sending immigrants back. And now he's even flip-flopped on that, which I kind of like. But he's like, oh, well, we kind of need the people working in restaurants, and we need our farmers. It's like everything that he said that he was going to do that he campaigned.
Well, he said
really
to
hard
us, which was important, and I thought it was good. He pressed him on it. Well, you got to start with the criminals in terms of deporting. I don't even know if the criminals are getting sent back. I know there's a lot of people.
Should be killing me because, nigga, the president is a fucking criminal. Like, man, the shit that people use, and I think that's the point, to demonize and you use these words to demonize people, because then you can justify doing whatever the fuck you want to these people. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's really what it come down to. When you demonize these people by using words and labeling them, it justifies doing whatever you want. But how the fuck can we talk about kicking criminals out and our president is a criminal? Our president is a criminal. Like, what are we doing? You feel me?
People with green cards getting sent back. There's people who aren't criminals getting sent back. I don't know if you're sending back the criminals first. You're definitely not doing it first. I don't know if you're sending them back at all. So nothing has happened.
And you were more optimistic than I was, because I judge him by his first four, and it was Mr. Drain the Swamp, Mr. Build the Wall, Mr. Like, he didn't do a lot of the stuff he promised in the first four, so why would anything
I already expect politicians to not do most of the shit they say.
Mm-hmm.
That's the podcast you were on. Glazing Trump talking about, he's the guy. I mean, he's the guy. He's still gonna fuck more bitches than us. Like, oh my God.
He didn't give a fuck.
Really?
No, he was genuinely unfazed. I respected it a lot, and I talked to him. That shit didn't bother him. As it shouldn't. He's a fucking guy. But if I had $700 million, I would fucking.
It gotta bother you a little bit.
It's really the glorification of motherfucking money, man. Glorifying money will have you looking at motherfuckers who, you know what I'm saying, and still want to beat them niggas. That's the problem. You glorify money, like, and another thing too I want to say, and one thing that I think Tupac was always trying to get across that I believe as well, right? And that's the fact that it's bad white people, it's good white people. It's bad black people, it's good black people. And I don't even like doing a good and bad because we all good and bad. But what I'm saying is, like, just as far as people who are for everybody living and letting live versus people who don't, that's, you see what I'm saying? That's the difference. And I feel like ultimately, right, if we start looking at it from that perspective, it'll make a lot more sense when these conversations come up. It will. And that's the reality.
Disgusting. And it looks like you're just sitting on the couch with Andrew Schultz with Happy Dad in the background, who their association with the Nelk Boys, these are the niggas that literally not only humanized Trump, but humanized Bibi Netanyahu.
Let me keep watching this video Let me keep watching this fucking video.
The genocide heir, and then acted like, well, we didn't know what questions to ask. This shit runs deep as fuck, y'all. It's not just sitting on the couch with Andrew Schultz and his cocksuckers with Happy Dad in the back talking about Drake's the guy, he gets more pussy than me.
And it's like, look at how these niggas interviewed modern day and these are the niggas that Drake and all these dudes is associating themselves with. Niggas getting paid by and shit to make propaganda and content, but trying to pretend that they free press. You see what I'm saying? When really they attached to a bigger conglomerate. Shout out, no, you know what I mean? So from that perspective, it's like, bro, like, when I'm talking about let's boycott shit, and let's not boom, boom, it's because the conversation, this is what's inspiring those words. You feel me? It's the whole conversation that's inspiring those words. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and they trying to rewrite history. They're trying to, like, we gotta keep talking about the bullshit, but don't support the music. And then I think we also gotta be aware when we're being manipulated as well. But this shit get deep, bro. It get deep. And Drake is willing to send shit wherever he can to get that profit.
It's aligning yourself with people who align themselves with the alt-right, that align themselves with the current authoritarian movement, who helped bring that about, that is objectively going to make our people's lives worse. This shit is not cool. It's not that deep. It's not that deeping ourselves into a fucking noose. Y'all gotta stand for something. I'm not...
Talk. Look, we is not that serious ourselves into a concentration camp if you let us. I'm telling you, boy.
Saying you have to be bumping Yasin Bey and No Name all day, and that you gotta just, I'm not trying to be puritanical with this shit, but a line has to be drawn, y'all. Hip hop is red pilled, and it may never not be, not to use so many fucking double negatives, but you know, that's just the state of the union right now. But that doesn't mean we can't fucking speak up about it. The fuck? People were saying that, like,
I would argue that hip hop is at its best whenever we got a Republican president to go against. Think about it. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that's when people really want to, in hip hop, really want to, I don't know what it is, but it just feel like whenever there's a Republican president in that motherfucking office, we got something to say a lot more. And I feel like if that's got to be what it take, then so be it. So be it. If we're going to be on our shit and not fall asleep because a Democrat got in office, if it's going to take 2, 3, and we going to be able to stay on our shit, I'll take it. I'll take it because fuck that two-party system anyway.
Like, you know, Kendrick going on this tirade and kind of drawing the line between like hip-hop purists and people who want to, you know, preserve what little we have left of this sport, of this genre that is so uniquely black and popular and poignant and important. And the other side with bullshit, gambling, dirty Mac and fucking bitches over, fucking your nigga over, Republican shit, alt-right shit. He was drawing the line. It's like, oh, well, you know, the kids are already gone, so there's no way, there's no reason to do that. Watch the party die, who gives a fuck? No, who gives a, we have to give a fuck. Y'all.
Talk. Drop the motherfucking mic. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. We do gotta give a fuck. We do gotta use what we got to teach. They are erasing the history. Hip hop is where we are going to be able to still educate our people. And if they write that away, if they push that away, where are we getting the education from? Where? Hip hop is the last thing, I'm telling you.
I don't think that that's insignificant. Kendrick cleansed that palette. Cleansed the palette enough for Drake to drop a new song and for it to enter and exit the top 10, top 15, top 20 within a matter of days. This nigga dropped some sexy songs for you this year. He dropped Nokia this year. He dropped What Did I Miss and whatever the Central C song was. Like, it's not hitting no more. Had this been a couple summers ago, you know that it would have been a very different situation, especially Nokia. He wouldn't have to like spam us with this fucking Iceman episodes with Pinocchio and shit. Like, a shift happened. It did. It's okay to admit that it did. And it brings me to...
Man, look. She talking that shit, boy.
A promising future, possibly, where niggas like this that do fuck shit that align with Trump and all this shit get clowned on, get kicked out of hip-hop, get told to shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down because you leading this movement is leading us into the pits of hell. You got Lotto saying, fuck Donald Trump, I didn't vote for this prezi in that last song that she did with Nudie. Talking about free Palestine.
Free Palestine, what is you talking about?
Go. I knew Doechii was the one, by the way.
Y'all can't be scared to stand up for what you believe in. You can't be scared to say what matters. Free Palestine.
You got Mike on NPR Tiny Desk and actually at all his concerts being like, free Gaza, free Palestine, free Sudan.
Free Palestine, free.
Shout out Mike too. I'm definitely finna do a reaction to that album. I ain't listened to it yet, but I've been meaning to check up on it. So we gonna do a reaction to that album.
Congo, free Haiti, free Sudan, free Tigray, free all of my people.
Earl Sweatshirt, free Gaza. We on the corner like Israelites, right?
Free Gaza, we on the corner like Israelites. Ain't look at the wristwatch through the time. Miss ran missiles out of the sky.
No Name and her book club work and her work with incarcerated individuals and her work drawing those connections, keeping that tradition alive. There's hope. There's hope. But we can't.
Now imagine we get to the point where we can't say this shit. Even on the lowest, even on the underground level. Imagine that. That's why you gotta stop playing around, acting like this shit is a game.
Can't stop at that. We have to call out this other bullshit. It is that deep, and it's dope to be woke. Just because conservatives hijack that shit to be an insult, to be a pejorative, doesn't mean you have to go shuck and jive and coon for them fucking niggas. You're turning over, you're acquiescing, you're surrendering, and saying, well, if you can't beat them, join them. You got Baby Chief do it using ChatGPT to write bars.
I just downloaded that 2 days ago. I didn't know that shit worked so well. I've been using that shit to write my lyrics. Real shit.
Word, ChatGPT?
Hell yeah, that shit work.
How do you use it to write your letter? Like you type.
I got a video in the stash where I am criticizing the OG here, but I think I might just keep it in. I think I'm gonna keep it in the stash. But I'll just say this here. Why as an OG in the game who's supposed to got respect for this culture, are you sitting there and allowing him to say that and not throwing no feedback, no throwing no like nigga, like damn, like you can't even get you can't even say, hey, you know people respect you more when you write your own raps, right? Like, bro's a kid. You see what I'm saying? He might not just be around the right people. Like, you gotta use your status as OG.
Then what you wanted to say?
Well, what I did was I wrote down 4 bars and I said, write me a song. And then it said, give me a start me off, some shit like that. And bro, I started him off, whatever it is. It wrote some shit. Now I ain't use it, exactly how it was written, but it was some, some shit that I could pull out of.
So how does it work? Do you give it writing credits then?
I wouldn't think so.
You got Gunna talking about, well, if you can't beat it, join it. You got Timbaland pushing this AI shit, signing an AI artist. If you don't think that this AI shit is not wrapped up in all this other bullshit, you need to take a closer look. Because
it's all in that shit. I'm telling you, how do you control the propaganda best? Through the motherfucking music. You control the country through the music. You feel me? You control the everyday civilian through the music. You see what I'm saying? Because of this, the best way is to get in a world where AI music is the most predominantly thing that people are listening to. You don't gotta argue with an artist about what not to create. You don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? You don't gotta go back and forth. You don't gotta pay. You don't gotta pay as much. It's a lot of different things. But if you want to control a motherfucking narrative, getting humans out of the music business and just telling something what you want to create is probably going to be better. Because then you don't even got to deal with niggas. You can just create your own niggas.
Elon with this Grok shit, Sam Altman
Well, they did already kind of did that. That's how we got.
With this OpenAI shit, Peter Thiel with this Palantir shit, they all funded and supported Trump. That's all collectively making our lives worse and more surveilled, making us poorer and dumber and sicker. The AI heads literally funded Trump. So all this shit is connected, y'all. And you better get right and you better look alive because shit is getting spooky in this bitch. We don't have time for you to be talking about some goddamn fucking all hail Trump like it's Hail Hitler or something. The fuck? Looking at you, Kanye. He's so damn deep. We already know what's up with that. But whether it's an extreme version like Kanye or it's this kind of like new school version like Kai, Neon, Youngboy, Academic, whoever it's coming from, cut it the fuck out. Because it's killing us slow and it's killing us now. That's all I have to say for now. I may make a part 2 of this that's just more fleshed out and more organized, but I just have to get that shit off my chest. I'm so hot over this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video.
Hey, great video. Great motherfucking video. That was an amazing video. Just like I said, I knew when people from my channel tell me to watch something a lot, I know whatever I'm about to watch is going to be very valuable. And that's exactly how I walked away from this. This is a valuable video that I think everybody should see. Yeah, this was dope. This was dope, bro. Everybody should go subscribe to her too. Look at the material with BK. You feel me? Look at the material with BK. It was dope. It was dope. Great video. Flood her channel with the subscribers, man. All right. But I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new here, especially if you've been here. You feel me? I'll react to more videos that y'all be sending. I'll be slacking. But yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all.